After seeing about data inputs, we will see now how to make utilize of Excel forms to manage our data sets. Let me go to a blank sheet and create some sample data for our example, for our demonstration. For example, it's a customer, then product, then I say quantity and price. One form of inputting data is creating, let me double click and resize it. I say customer is Bill Gary William James and the product is iPhone. Here he wants iPad, and myself, for example, Dheeraj Shah. I can double click over here to auto fit the width of my column. I say Surface Pro. Everyone needs one quantity, so there's a number input, and the price for this, say for example $299, and I say $499 and $399. Okay, this is one form of entering data. So I've created my 4 columns: customer, product, quantity and price. Now let me double click and adjust. If I want to auto adjust all the columns, for example, our view was like this, I can click on this section of my worksheet and double click on any of this column header, so it will adjust all the columns depending upon the data we are. Now this can be the one form of inputting the data. Another form which can help in good data entry and maybe more productive is using Excel forms. Now Excel forms by default are not available in any of the ribbon bar or neither in the quick access. So let us customize our quick access bar and add the form control so that I can create a form for my data entry. To enable the form, I will click on File and Options, and I will customize the quick access toolbar. So I'll click on quick access toolbar. As you can see, there are only 3 options available over here. Let me add a form. These are the most popular commands available for listing. I will say all commands, so it will alphabetically sort all the commands available in Excel, and I can click and simply press F to go for form option. I can keep on scrolling until I find my form option. We are here. Okay, this is a form option. I can use this button to add it to my quick access toolbar. I will say add. So form has been added. I will click OK, and if you can see the quick access toolbar, it has been modified and there's a form control. Now simply to insert a form, I can select my data set by clicking. I can select with the help of mouse, or I can just click on A1 and use shift and right arrow and down arrow to select with the help of keyboard, or I can use the mouse to select this way. If I've selected this entire data set and I simply create on form, here we go. This is the magic of Excel forms. You can see automatically the sheet 3. Okay, so it is a title of sheet 3. Had it been something else, say for example order quantities, order QT wise, this is a short form I am creating, and I'm clicking on forms. Now all my columns which were available are automatically created as a field label, and it is allowing me entry with all standard options such as adding new record, deleting, searching a record, and so on. So let us add a record and see what happens. So let me enter say Harry Con, and the product is say for example Surface Pro 3. Again one quantity, and I say 499, and I can simply click on new, so it will add that record and it will allow me to enter the new record. As you can see now, the Haricon has been added in our data set automatically with the help of form. I can also search a specific customer. Say for example I say Dheeraj, and I say find next. Sorry, I can say find next. I can say Dheeraj and say find next or previous. Yeah, so as our cursor was at the last, I had to click previous, and automatically it is creating it is searching a record and loading it in our form. I can simply delete it also. Let me click next. Let me go to next record. Here there's a Williams James, so it also shows us the count, and I can simply say delete. It is asking for a confirmation. Display record will be deleted permanently. If I press OK, you can see in our data set the record has been deleted. So this is how you can enable the form option and create a quick data entry forms using Excel 2010. We have seen data input types which are supported in Excel. We have also seen forms. Now some quick data entry techniques which will help you when managing large data, or if you are spending more time on Excel. For example, autocomplete is something which we have already seen. If I start my content with any letter for which data is already available in the above row, it will allow me to autocomplete. But if I want to simply copy certain data from immediate previous cell, I can press Ctrl and D to copy the data from the previous cell. I can again double click over here. So it is copying the data from the previous cell. If there's a blank cell in between, you cannot use Ctrl D. If you try pressing, it will simply copy the blank cell. Same way, if I want to copy the price, instead of doing Ctrl C and Ctrl V like this, I can delete, and I can simply press Ctrl D and enter my data. Another important shortcut which might help when you have multiple data entry to be done, that is the same value for multiple cell, you can simply select that range. For example, I'm selecting this range starting F3. I've pressed my shift key on the keyboard, and I'm pressing a down arrow key and a left arrow key, or I can simply select like this. And suppose I want to enter 100 in each of this cell. Rather than entering 100 in F3 and then F4 and then F5 and then same for the G3, G4 and G5, I can simply select that range, enter the value, and without pressing enter, I'll first press Ctrl Shift and then I will press enter. So you can see the same value has been copied and entered into all these cells. This is another quick technique of entering data, and each of that has got no relation between each other. It is simply a value. Let me erase this. Let me remove this also. So coming back to this data, now in case of large data set, selection of data using keyboard is another important productivity technique which we need to know. Normally, if we have 3 or 4 data set, we can select like this. But with the help of keyboard, you can perform this operation better, and that will help in case of several hundreds of rows. Let me go to customer, and suppose I want to select this table. I can click on the first cell from where the selection I need to do, and I can press Control and Shift, and suppose I just want to select the data which is available in column A, I can simply press down arrow key, so it has selected that range. And same way, if I want to select the entire table, again I can press Control and Shift and press right arrow key to select the entire range. Now suppose my selection needs to start from B2 and all the values from there on, I can click on B2 and press Shift plus Control and down. So it will allow me to select that particular range. So we can use this keyboard shortcut to identify our selection technique and work with our data more efficiently and more quickly.